U.S. President Donald Trump is pressing Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy to consider a proposal put forward by Russian leader Vladimir Putin. The New York Times reports. The plan calls for Ukrainian forces to withdraw from the Donbas region in exchange for a peace deal. Trump is also working to rally Ukraine's key European allies behind the proposal. Under the terms, Kyiv would be required to hand over parts of Donbas, still under its control, not just the territories currently occupied by Russian forces. Zelenskyy is scheduled to meet Trump in Washington on August 18th to discuss the matter. According to the NYT, the push represents a shift from the earlier joint strategy agreed upon by Trump, European leaders, and Zelenskyy before the U.S. Russia summit in Alaska. After that summit, Trump's focus moved from pursuing a ceasefire to securing a rapid peace deal, which in his view requires Ukraine to surrender the remainder of Donbas. Putin, in return, has offered a ceasefire, recognition of current front lines, and a written pledge not to attack Ukraine or Europe. But Moscow's history of breaking commitments leaves Western officials skeptical of such guarantees. European response. European leaders reacted coolly to Trump's maneuver. While welcoming efforts to pursue peace, they distanced themselves from his approach and emphasized that sanctions on Russia could intensify regardless of U.S. policy. Public and private statements from the UK, France, Germany, and others contradicted Trump's claims on social media that Europe supports his plan. Critics in Europe also faulted Trump for failing to enforce his earlier threats of tougher sanctions on Moscow, with many viewing his shift as a concession to Putin. Responsibility on Zelenskyy. Trump confirmed that Zelenskyy will visit the White House on August 18th, where he is expected to urge the Ukrainian leader to accept Putin's terms. In an interview after the Alaska summit, Trump placed responsibility for achieving peace squarely on Kyiv and its European partners. Now it's really up to President Zelenskyy to get it done. And I would also say the European nations have to get involved a little bit. Trump said on Fox News, Zelenskyy has announced his upcoming Washington trip to continue talks with Trump on ending the war. Trump has suggested that, if progress is made, a trilateral summit with Putin could follow.